we go. All right, look at us. You're getting ready. I'm
Yes, we
Yes.
are doing it. This is the epitome of work from anywhere. I'm in the bathroom doing my hair, getting ready for a flight. And you
Exactly.
are where?
I am in Key West, Florida right now. I am out on the deck getting ready to start the day.
2 hours sounds good to me.
I know, I know. I am planning on being done by 11 a.m. today so that I can, we've got plans starting at 1 in the afternoon. So Friday, not tied to a desk and not reporting into anybody. So I will get my stuff done now. And you are flying. What time are you flying out?
Flying. So flying out of Nashville into Baltimore to spend some quality time with some very good friends.
I love that.
And right, so 2 hour workday, I can get that done probably between the airport
Yes,
and show up for the webinar call, that free webinar call.
exactly.
Super
Today at 1.
excited. I went in yesterday to get the into our community call um for our members, and it was already filled up.
I know.
People want this information. I'm like, okay, so
Yeah.
I'll still get those gems, but it's always good when you can get in live and interactive. That just shows you got to be on time. You got
You
to be
gotta
ready
be.
for this.
You gotta be on time. I didn't know how much time because we're both you got a lot going on, but something we can do next week is I was listening to this because Friday it's I am.
Yes.
Um,
Wait, what is I am? If in case we share this gem, what is I am?
yeah, that is all about our affirmations and daily motivations, learning something new. Actually, I am is it's kind of, changing because we're in a mindset move. We've got to learn the different ways of getting out of the old routines that have held us in our spots for our whole lives, right? So, um, impact theory. I want us to listen to that. We won't do that today because I want to be able to share the screen. Uh,
Okay.
but maybe I could share and just play just a few minutes of it, and it'll kind of let you know where we're gonna go with some
Oh,
impact
absolutely.
theory.
Let's do it.
All right, while you're curling your hair, let me grab my mouse.
Let's do it.
And our Friday calls, our Monday calls, our Tuesday, our daily calls are really just about, look, showing up so that we can rise up and level up. That's all it is.
Now listen, I know we'll talk about this in our closing, I'm sure, but one thing I learned this week was about that talking yourself out of stuff. Oh, I'm not going to join, I'm not going to do the go live because then you have to have somebody, accountability person, which we are, to say,
Correct.
why not? And then
Correct.
once you hear yourself give the answer, that almost didn't make sense. So that's why
Correct.
I'm here, showing up. I can talk myself out. Well, I have to get ready. Well, I need to do both.
Yeah, and you can do both because of
Right.
technology.
Right. Exactly.
Right. We are not going to be letting excuses and our old ways of thinking keep us from designing our day and our life anymore.
Amen.
All right,
Amen.
let me see if I can find this real quick and I will pull it up and we'll just share maybe a few minutes of it while you're doing your beautiful hair.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good friend and mentor.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. But this is what it looks like to work from home. Look, I don't have any makeup on. I don't have to be in
Right.
business clothes. I'm sitting outside at 90 degrees in a pair of shorts.
And we want to let women know who are in their jubilee,
Yes,
aging and perfection, because these are our best years, or these are the years where we're smarter, we know more, we're more experienced, we take less bull. We put ourselves first finally, sometimes a little bit
yes.
more now. So these are the times to show other women, men too, that there's more to life after 50.
That's right. And we don't need the hustle and the bustle.
No,
I mean,
no,
that is just not fun.
no. Showing
right.
up, Yelly Pay. Come on. All right, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm pulling it up.
Take your time.
Act theory.
Think I'm done. I'm going to grab my makeup bag. Be right back.
Okay.
It's not hurting. Oh no, it's not. You're right. I'm looking at Eastern Standard Time. Okay, that gives. Okay, I'm working on Eastern Standard Time right now. Okay, I was almost thinking it's only 8:30 for me,
Oh yeah, yeah. So you got
so
time,
I can
right?
chill out. I'm like, oh, let me get it. Okay, so wait a minute. I can join you on the deck.
Oh yes. I'm not finding it. Daggone it. I was just watching it.
Let me grab my glasses.
All right. Well, let me just minimize it and let me pull it up here real quick. All right, talk to me about let's go ahead and talk about 3 things you're happy about accomplishments this week and 1 challenge you had.
Okay, absolutely. So this week was a good week. Feeling more settled in. To learning still more, but now I feel like it's starting to connect the dots.
Okay.
It's starting to make more sense. And that really comes with all of the training that, is available to
Yeah.
us in this business. And I know when I first got started, I wasn't really pouring in as much as I had hoped that I would, right? Because you're all excited, like, oh, I'm going to do this. And then it kind of like falls to the back burner because, like you said earlier, we kind of get set in our ways and what the norm was. But this is starting to become my normal, waking up every morning, logging in, showing up for myself, having these calls the same way I helped corporate leaders be great. I'm doing the same things for myself. One of the great things about this week was getting those newsletters out. Everything's fully automated. So last night I stepped in because I didn't do one of my newsletters, and I
Okay.
said, let me do this last newsletter. It took me all about 5 minutes,
Okay.
and 3 of those minutes was getting a good picture that I could use, right? And
Okay.
then
Hold please.
and
Can I just ask a question on that?
yeah,
That's one of the things I think I love is that flexibility. Like you
yeah,
just said, I was thinking in my head, I wanted to do one more newsletter. I just stepped in for about 5 minutes, 3 minutes it took me to get a picture. Just knowing that that's a part of, your automated system. So you're not out there banging on the doors and calling people. So keep going with your 3. Keep going.
it's not, it's totally, first of all, and I tell you this all the time, like, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But I will say that just realizing what I have every time I have one of those moments, it's like, wow, this is really going to be fantastic. I'm in here, I do this, I do the newsletter. I'm able to, it's not a newsletter that's in a box. I can put the words in the newsletter that I want. It gives me that freedom to run the business my way instead of just having the template. But my template, believe me, I don't steer far from the templates because I
Right.
follow the leader. You want
Right.
to follow the people who are already being successful. But I can add my little verbiage or add my little emoji or add, a picture of me and my grandchildren,
Yes.
playing or whatever. So that was one of the best parts of my week. And I think just the joy of just showing up, showing up for myself and seeing you show up for yourself,
Yeah.
right? The last thing I will say is yesterday I was talking to two of my neighbors, and we were talking about something, and I said, you know what? I'm not competitive. And
Okay.
then my neighbor said, well, I am. I said, I know. I said, you are. Like, my husband's very competitive. I'm just not. And I said, I looked at the other woman and said, you know why? I was yesterday when I found out why I'm not competitive. I want everybody to win, and
Right.
I
You
enjoy
do.
it. I want you to win so bad that I enjoy seeing you win.
Right. Right.
So my competitiveness is to to cheer you on, to watch you win. So anyway, that was a big moment for me yesterday too.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Awesome. I love this. Okay. And then one challenge.
A challenge was getting back to the newsletter. In finding out, when you do something once or twice, you're just getting used to it. So this was like I think my maybe third time doing my newsletters, and it didn't go out right away. And so I panicked and I was just like, oh, what did I do wrong? You know, I hurried and called you and you were having family time. And I'm like, oh no. You were ready to like, I want to call you right back. No, you're not. You're fine. I'll figure it out. It's my business, right? I have to learn how to run my business.
Yeah.
But the next when I came back and I just checked it, it went out fine. And then you said sometimes there's a little delay. You're sending an email to hundreds of people. It may
Right.
not go right away. So not that I
Right.
have hundreds of people yet, but
Yeah,
get
but
there.
still, it's the
Yeah.
idea behind it. Yeah, it is a
Yeah.
system, so it does take. Okay, good. I'll share mine. I think Shannon, for 2 weeks now, we've been showing up every day, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
With no excuses, just showing
Mhm.
up, even if we are not quite sure what our schedule looks like
Right.
for our calls. But very, very happy about that because it's so easy just to get up and not be like, you know, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. I'd rather do this. I'd rather do this. But I'm so excited about really being done with my income earning activities, doing all the things by 11 or 12 o'clock every single day. I'm like not stressing out. I'm
Mm-mm.
not stressing out. So it's only the beginning of what's to come. And I keep, there's just a life with no limits, a life online, designing your day, designing your schedule, and figuring out all of that. The money will come. It'll put me in a better financial situation we've ever been. We'll get paydays every day,
Mhm.
learning the skills to actually, have that daily pay coming in. And I get so excited when I showed you that notification just from the
Yeah.
Etsy shop. I'm on the plane getting ready to, and it's a little amount, $4.76, but it's the
It's
proof
your
that,
fault. You earned it.
yeah, but it's the proof that the automations work all the
Yes.
time. So that's exciting for me. So showing up, keeping my schedule, cross posting, those are all my three things. And doing that like every day, right? My challenge is the schedule of going live. And I just absolutely have to bite the bullet, figure
Mhm.
that out before the end of the weekend. And I know that I will feel so blessed when I
Yeah.
just do that. And we just know consistency matters. So I do want to be very cognizant of when that time comes. And so I'm still sticking to, the 10:45 or 11 o'clock. But
Mhm.
anyhow, I'm gonna get that done. And that's just been, if I had to pick one challenge, it's just because I haven't done it and I'm beating
Oh,
myself up for that. Right.
right.
Yeah. So
But I will say you did it. You have done it, and you've
mhm,
done it more times than you done it, that you were able to get it done before so I celebrate you for doing it, right?
yeah.
Because one of the things we talked about earlier this week was, less talk, more do.
Mhm.
So just like yesterday when I was like, I'm going to do more lives too. And it's like, oh, I'm being too aggressive. Like,
No, you're
really
not.
aggressive in your own business? Okay, say that out loud one more time. And it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, I can do this. But you helped me yesterday too, where, just sharing some of the stuff I love to write.
Yes.
So, and doing that, like you could use that and read it. So I did do that on a post that I wrote yesterday in my Facebook and in Instagram. Still struggling a little bit with getting over into TikTok. Haven't
Okay.
never really been into TikTok, but I'm getting there now so I can cross post so I can bless people with this information. Like I
It's
want
so
to
good.
bless people. And one thing that you just said is so, oh gosh, it resonates with me so much is that my thing has always been like, I'm going to be a multimillionaire. I'm going to be able to, encourage my family members, not to give them money, but to let them do business plans, to earn the money, to run a business, to invest in that. But now this is not about that. Like you just said, that's going to happen as a byproduct
It
of
is.
this fun piece of do what you want, schedule your day, do your hair in the bathroom when you're showing up for yourself before your flight,
Correct.
taking the flight and still on vacation and still showing up because it's fun.
Right.
And
Right.
so that was another thing that was like an epiphany, like, whoa, this isn't even, I'm not even checking to see, did I make it? Oh, did my PayPal,
Right.
did I earn a full income off of my product that I own?
Right.
Did I
Right.
earn? I'm not even looking at this point because I'm having so much fun in the creative part of it. And you know my
Yes.
voice, so you know that I'm
Yes.
a creator and I like to have fun. So those things are and if and if and when the
And
money starts every day daily pay when it starts hitting like
yeah.
snowballs,
Right.
that's just going to be like the cherry on top.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, it's so much more than that. It really, really is. And there's it's the no limits, that it's the sky's the limit. It's we're not bottlenecked into going to just be a
Right.
coordinator, a recruiter,
Like a robot.
there. Yeah, we are not bottleneck into any of that. And you're not bottleneck into I call this scam. Now that I know this, what I'm learning is this 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. And I think about this all the time. I'm down at my brother's this week. He has a demanding job.
Mm-hmm.
He's worked for the same company for 35 years. And I've seen him from 5:30 to 10,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Why?
Right.
Right? I have to educate. I have to
Right.
educate, and that's what I'm
Right.
really gearing up to get excited about, so that
Mm-hmm.
that we can bring value and we can show people like you do not, if you yeah, it's just so big. So I get really excited when we talk about that. So and this is first.
Yeah.
Us showing up every day this is a 9:30 call. We're together for 30 minutes. Sometimes
Right.
it runs over. But every time I hang up, I'm like, yes, Shannon
Yeah.
was there for me. I was there for her. And then the
Absolutely.
next person, that we
Yeah.
start working with or help or build our little rise up
Not
and
little. Remember, we don't say
not little.
little.
Oh yeah. Big, our big
Hmm.
rise up to level up. We're gonna be on the other screen. When you log in, we're here. So I'm really happy about that. I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Another thing I heard this week was, and it made me think about this 9:30 call, right? A lot of things, and that's how I know that it can
It's
make me
coming
cry.
together.
This is how I know that this is where I'm supposed to be on my path. I am path driven in this point in my life, and
Yeah.
I am definitely where I'm supposed to be. And
Good.
I was listening to something that was saying, uh, the biblical um, principle of walk by faith and not by sight, right? So
Okay.
a lot of people ask right away, like, well, how much money have you made? Well, how
Yeah.
much time does it take?
Right.
Well, I can, and I'm like, I cannot convince you to do what I know is a no-brainer. I can't make you know that because, and we'll have our show and tell coming up, but
I know. I cannot
we've
wait for
seen it
that.
all, we've done it all, we've seen it all. So it's just like this is the difference. But it just took me back to say, walk by faith and not by sight. Sometimes what you don't see is just as important as being able to see, because if I knew right now what I was going to see every day, the thrill would be gone and I wouldn't work to earn it. You have to you have to build yourself up. I was telling my son last night at dinner, it's like he's thinking about different moves in life and different stuff like that. I'm like, hey, listen, I was a teen mom.
Yep.
You can't get into something where someone else is at and expect to be at the level they are. You have to have your blood, sweat, and tears. You have to have your blood, sweat, and tear moments, or
Right.
you won't appreciate it. You won't be able to see the value in it. You won't have passion about it. If I jumped in to where the top people are right now,
Yeah.
then that means that I don't have the respect for the blood, sweat, and tears that it took them to get there. if
Right.
that makes any sense. So at this point, it's like, show up, walk by.
Yep.
This is important. This call to me is my work. I caught myself all week like, oh, I got to work, or I got to work in the morning. I told my husband last night, oh shoot, I have to work in the morning. I have a work call, and this is what this is to
It
me.
is. It is.
Literally, like this is my work, and it feels organic, and it feels like such a blessing to say. Like I was working yesterday building my link tree,
Yeah.
making sure that all of my links are connected, and then I put a post up that said, my mustard seed has now become a tree.
Look at that. So good. And see, that's what I mean. Like, and we're calling this work, right? Right. We're just on the journey. So
Right.
that's really good. Yeah, it's right. And big things will come. We will impact lives without even knowing it, right? I always think about that, like whatever and obviously this is a skill that I'm learning too.
Mhm.
With who knew, about marketing or content or anything like that, social media, but it's like you hear that question, like you're like, well, how much money have you made? Well, I don't care how much money I've made because look at how I'm spending my day. What are you doing? You're
That's
getting
right.
in a car, driving 30 minutes. I mean, I can just land on all of those
Right.
pain points that has given us. So to know
Mhm.
that we have a way out and all we have to do is follow the system and learn from a millionaire who's like sitting with us in class,
Right. And
right?
doing live webinars
Yeah. Oh
free
yeah.
for free.
With us to help us.
My
Yes, I
goodness,
know.
and it's on fire.
I know. I know. I love it. I love it. Love
Mhm.
it. Okay, so we covered our 3 and our 1, and then I think I did find this video. We've got about 4 minutes. Let me see if I can.
While you're getting that, I just want
Yeah,
to say this real quick
please,
too.
please.
When people are like, when people are saying like, what about the money? Like, how much money have you made? And you tell people time is more than money, and people say, no, no. If anyone were to say that, if somebody asked somebody right now, like, I give you, I'll give you $1 billion that you don't know when, and there's a high chance that you'll be gone tomorrow, but I'll give you 50 extra years to enjoy your family.
Yeah,
You'll wake up
exactly.
tomorrow for sure. You're not sure if you're going to wake up tomorrow with this billion. It's like Russian roulette. You pull this trigger tomorrow. Every day you pull this trigger with this $1 billion. Who are you going to pick? Nobody's going to pick the money.
Right, right,
Nobody's ever going to pick the money.
right.
People are always going to say, I'd rather have the time to know that I can show up. So I might not see it. Walk by faith and not by sight. I might not see it yet,
Hmm.
but showing up in this time, 2 hours, and this valuable time that, it's just priceless.
Right.
So we're already billionaires.
Oh yeah, we already are. We already are. All right, let me share my screen. And this is actually 13 minutes, but maybe we'll just listen to like the first 5. It'll definitely get us going, and then we can watch it a little bit at a time, I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So good. So let me share. And let me make sure I have the volume on. And then let me go big screen. Whoop. See, we're all learning technology here, aren't we?
Yes.
Where'd you go, buddy?
Most people have
Can
no
you
clue
hear
that
it?
in 2023,
Yeah, I
the
can hear
best
it.
way to make
Okay.
money on Amazon is not with physical products. It's Amazon's other company, Audible. Audible pays me $8,000 to $10,000 every single.
We'll learn that.
People wake up in the morning.
Yes.
They begin to think about their problems. Those
Can you
problems,
enlarge it?
circuits,
Yep.
memories in the brain. Each one
Oh, I
of
love this guy.
I wonder.
That's the guy we saw with Lisa Nichols.
Oh, it is?
That's the same interviewer.
Have you already seen him?
No, I haven't seen him, but the interviewer.
Okay. Oh, yeah, the interviewer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
problems. Those problems are circuits, memories in the brain. Each one of those memories are connected to people and things at certain times and places. And if the brain is a record of the past, the moment they start their day, they're already thinking in the past. Each one of those memories has an emotion. Emotions are the end product of past experiences. So the moment they recall those memories of their problems, they all of a sudden feel unhappy, they feel sad, they feel pain. Now, how you think and how you feel creates your state of being. So the person's entire state of being when they start their day is in the past. So what does that mean? The familiar past will sooner or later be predictable future. So if you believe that your thoughts have something to do with your destiny, and you can't think greater than how you feel, or feelings have become the means of thinking, by very definition of emotions, you're thinking in the past. And for the most part, you're going to keep creating the same life. So then people grab their cell phone, they check their WhatsApp, they check their texts, they check their emails, they check Facebook, they take a picture of their feet, they post it on Facebook, they tweet something, they do Instagram, they check the news, and now they feel really connected to everything that's known in their life. And then they go through a series of routine behaviors. They get out of bed on the same side, they go to the toilet, they get a cup of coffee, they take a shower, they get dressed, they drive to work the same way, they do the same things, they see the same people, they push the same emotional buttons, and that becomes the routine, and it becomes like a program. So now they've lost their free will to a program, and there's an unseen hand doing it to them. So when it comes time to change, the redundancy of that cycle becomes a subconscious program. So now 95% of who we are by the time we're 35 years old is a memorized set of behaviors, emotional reactions, unconscious habits, hardwired attitudes, beliefs, and perceptions that function like a computer program. So then a person can say with their 5% of their conscious mind, I want to be healthy, I want to be happy, I want to be free. But the body's on a whole different program. So then how do you begin to make those changes? Well, you have to get beyond the analytical mind, because what separates the conscious mind from the subconscious mind is the analytical mind. And that's where meditation comes in, because you can teach people through practice how to change their brainwaves, slow them down. And when they do that properly, they do enter the operating system where they can begin to make some really important changes. So most people then wait for crisis or trauma or disease or diagnosis. They wait for loss, some tragedy to make up their mind to change. And mine.
Okay, so see, I'm going to stop it right there, because this is where we are. And we are not waiting for that crisis to start.
Well, we had one, but we didn't see it as it. We just lost our jobs. We just were laid off. But see how the mind works? That's no longer a crisis to us.
Right.
That's how you know you're free.
Yeah, we're getting there. Every day you got to do it. But isn't that's just amazing? It's true. Everything, you wake up to the past, and it's just so much. Right. This is what I mean, that doing what we're doing is more than just the money. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
You said that. You said something.
Yeah.
You said something there, friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good stuff. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Okay. Happy Friday. Happy travels. Enjoy your friends. Make memories this weekend. Enjoy your time.
Yes.
Be blessed.
You too.
Yeah.
Have so much fun.
Yeah.
Love up on your brother and let him know we're rooting for him. We'll see him on the side.
Yeah.
And you guys have so much fun. Be blessed. Enjoy your time. And have safe travels too. We'll both be traveling together on Monday, but I'll show up Monday.
Yeah, me too. See you at 9:30.
You got it, friend.
Peace.